Hey y'all, welcome back. Just got done with today's workout. It is awesome, body weight only. You can do this one at home. Don't need any equipment. If you are coming to a class today, don't mistake just because we're doing something you can do at home. What we see is attendance is so low on days we do this type of stuff. And the thing to keep in mind is we still warm up together. There's a lot of motivation. We always teach a skill and play around with something. We do cool downs and just getting that social experience. So just remember, even though you can do it at home, it's completely fine to do it at home. You should do it at home if you're going to, but don't skip it thinking you could do it at home so you're not going to go to the gym but then end up not doing it. Great workout. Let's talk about it. We got 3 5-minute AMRAPs with 5 minutes of rest in between each one. What we're going to do is pick up right where you left off on round 2 and pick up right where you left off on round 3. So this is end up being a 25-minute workout. 15 minutes of work with 10 minutes of rest. Plopped between rounds 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. So we've got 25 burpees, 50 air squats. The only thing we're going to do to scale this is really, as long as we stick in these ratios, change this to whatever you want. So I'll put this up on the description and on the workout blog, but doing something like 5 in 10, 10 burpees, 20 air squats, that's going to be really good for most people. So whenever we have these AMRAPs, it's a way better opportunity to scale the numbers around and keep the ratios, because all that's going to do is if you're doing 25 and you're not amazing at burpees, or you kind of get stalled out and you stop and take breaks. And then same thing with air squats. If we're doing a set and then having to take a break and doing a set and having to take a break, versus if we did 10 and 20, maybe now we hit these numbers where it still is tough, but we're not going to get stuck anywhere. We can keep the pace moving. So if it's 10 and 20, that just means you're going to cycle through this a lot more times. So we're not actually missing out on anything, since the priority here is how much time you spend doing these things. So always keep that in mind whenever we have these AMRAPs. It's always a good opportunity if you're kind of looking at the numbers. Instead of scaling the numbers down, I should say, doesn't necessarily make you do less reps or gives you an easier workout. A lot of times it gives you a harder workout that you can handle better than before and will get you more total work done in that amount of time, and it can be a great way to kind of tackle these things. Let's talk strategies. Unbroken on everything. So there we go. So make sure you're choosing numbers that you can go unbroken on everything. I played around with different speeds of the burpees, and ultimately what I found is in this workout, for me, it wasn't cardio. I was a little out of breath the whole time, but I didn't realize that. So I did my first 25 burpees steady. I did the first 50 air squats, just trying to go steady. I'll talk more about pacing air squats in a second. Then I go back to the next 25 burpees, and I really tried, and actually this might have been on round 2. I feel like, sorry, this video I'm talking all over the place. Anyway, at some point in the workout, it was either the start of round 2 or it might have been the second time getting to the burpees, whatever it was. I tried to go faster on the burpees, and I was able to do it, but then what I realized is just my legs are so blown up that I didn't really have the pop I usually have on my burpees to really go fast. So ultimately, it ended up just being a smooth, try and stay consistent, stay steady, stay steady, stay steady, keep your head in it type of workout, where every now and then I tried to sprint some burpees to see if I had it in me, and kind of backed off of it just to go steady again. But it wasn't cardio, it was just the legs. Then on the air squats, what I like to do is if I can do kind of that jumping air squat, that's what I like to do. But whenever there's a lot, I almost treat it more like box jumps, more like rowing. And I just try and stay consistent, and I give myself a little bit of a break up at the top. And if that needs to turn into a little longer of a break, I do that, but I'm just trying to stay consistent the whole time, and I can play around with that amount of time up top. But I like to think of it as 50 in a row, just getting into a groove, and if my legs can't take it, that's when I give it a little pause, just hair of a pause up top. If they can't take it, I give it even more, and then I try and speed it up and kind of slow it down. If I was starting around with kind of half reps on the air squats, like I started around on rep 36, I started around on rep 24. That's where I push the pace a little bit more. With fresh legs, knowing they're going to get a hair kind of a break going into the burpees, you can kind of push it. So that's where you'll see me doing more of kind of that jumping air squat variation. but most of the time was just one, just trying to stay smooth and consistent. So all this workout was, just kind of playing mind games for yourself. I like to, in my head, just try and get to 5. Once I'm there, tell myself good job, just try and get to 10, keep going. Air squats, it was just 1 at a time. Act like you're on a rower and there's nothing you can do except do the next rep. You're never going to not be able to do the next rep, so you might as well. So it's just, you're going to end up, I don't know, everyone's going to be all over the place with how many total reps they get in. And honestly, I wasn't really keeping track, but my guess is I got 5 or 6 rounds in, which is a bunch of reps. So just stay steady, make it look good. Enjoy this one. Talk to y'all soon.